My name is Dana Holyfield. You may have seen me on shows, the TV shows like Mysteries at the Museum, Swamp People, Swamp Monsters, Fake to Fact Paranormal Files, American Monsters, to name a few. And the reason they do is because it was my grandfather, Harlan Ford, who is the whole reason Honey on Swamp Monster became a legend. I mean, back in the 60s, he came face to face with it on a hunting trip, but it was in the 70s when he found tracks in the mud and he made plaster castings, and then he ended up on a show called In Search Of with Leonard Nimoy. And then that's how the legend kind of got started. And then after that, there was a lot of people come forth with similar sightings over the years. So I decided to make a documentary film about it back in 2005 after I wrote a little book about it. When my film first came out, I was interviewed on Hannity's America, Sean Hannity's show on Fox News way back when. And then after that aired, then I started getting contacted all the time by production companies. Usually when a TV production company out of New York or LA wants to come to Louisiana Swamp and do some swamp monster investigations, they call me and they have a little interview with me to talk about my grandfather's encounter, maybe some other eyewitnesses, and then they go off on their own into the swamp looking for evidence. I think it's time that I do my own video podcast on my channel, and I would take a guess, like an incredible cryptozoologist who's well respected in this field would go in a little flatboat through the winding bayous at night. So imagine the visuals of that, like, you know, the swamp lit up at night with the boat light shining up in the trees with the Spanish moss hanging down, and a lot of ambience there. So anyway, no telling what's lurking behind the cypress trees. Maybe at the end of the episode we would end up back at my river cabin where I have my family and friends cooking up some swamp cooking, like fried alligator and crawfish and whatever. In the episode there, us eating, you know, and talking about what we found. I could also do that besides just doing it with the cryptozoologists. I could take just people like tourists, because I get contacted all the time from people all over the country who want to come here and me take them into the swamp, a private swamp tour, and find evidence. Maybe they want to camp out overnight and sit by a campfire and see what kind of stuff could go on in a swamp at night, which, you know, you never know what's lurking behind the cypress trees.